Hello, my dear beautiful friends. This is just a very short video about concern and worry. When we're worrying about other people, when we're concerned about other people, and the energy that puts us in, and that energy that we are sending out to the other person and into the collective. So I'm gonna give you one easy tool to change that whole energy into a more positive energy for the collective, for the whole, for yourself, and for that specific person or people. All right? First of all, what is worry? What is concern? We have higher vibrational emotions, like love and compassion and joy, all of these things, you know, they're high frequency. They emanate love. They emanate that. Then we have, you know, anger, frustration, worry, anxiety. See, that's a whole different vibration. You can even feel it while I'm saying these words. Can you feel the difference as I say, you know, joy, and then there's worry. Joy and worry, you know. So we have learned in the Matrix that worrying is like a polite thing. Oh, I'm really worried about that person, which means like, oh, I have compassion, and you know, that's a nice thing to worry about something. It shows that I love them and that I care for them. This is what we've been taught in the Matrix. I want you to erase that whole truth or untruth. If that feels right to you, just erase that whole idea. No, it is not. Worry is a negative, a lower vibrational emotion. When we worry about something, this is what happens to these three aspects: ourselves, another, and the overall bigger picture. First of all, when we are worrying, it is a lower vibrational frequency we're bringing into our etheric body, into our minds, into our physical bodies, that brings our energy level downwards. So now we are worried. Worried is, if you see it in frequency, worried is like this kind of energy, right? Joy, love, this is worry. It's chaos. It's not a good energy. So when we're worried about someone and something, we're bringing down our energy, and we're spending a lot of energy in our minds worrying about something that may not even be. You know, we're worried about a friend of ours who has a test to do, and we're worried they might not get it. Well, first of all, you're in fantasy land, worrying about something that isn't, you know. So you're spending all this extra time instead of doing your own work or doing something in a positive, high vibrational energy. You're feeding into a negative, low vibrational energy that's bringing your whole energy body down. Okay, number one. Number two, when you're worrying, you're sending out that reality. We are constantly making our reality, right? We are creators in a way, and we are. So the more that I'm picturing my friend perhaps failing, and I'm worried about him failing that test, like I'm sending out frequencies and energies towards that possibility, towards that timeline to happen. Well, that isn't beneficial, right? And if he's worried about it too, now there's double worry. So now we both can actually help create a timeline that he fails that test. Well, that isn't very beneficial, is it? So when we are worried or concerned about someone, I really, really, really encourage you to take a moment and take a breath. Is this beneficial to me? No. So is it beneficial to the other person? Also not, because we're sending them that this type of energy. So what can we do? We can send love. We can send high vibrational frequencies, emotions. Instead of me worrying every time I seem and catch myself worrying, I say, No, I send him so much love. I can already see him, have 100% on his test. I already see him with success, jumping in the air. And you just keep that timeline and that picture in your mind, and you send him love. Every time you're like thinking about, oh, he has a test, and you say, oh, he's gonna do fine. You send love and you send that energy. What are you sending? High frequency vibration. What does that do to your energy body? You are elevating your own energy. You're elevating your energy body, your frequency. You're elevating his or her frequency as well. And then we are creating, both of us, or all of us in a way, we are creating the most high vibrational outcome that needs to come. Of course, there's also, what needs to happen in karma and many different aspects to an outcome. But we are, in this case, we are helping to a more positive one. Because the other way about worry and concern, it's never that, it doesn't help in any way. So in a more global scale, in a bigger scale, what are we doing? Well, the more people who are in a higher vibration in joy and love, that's helping in the collective, right? Imagine there are 100 people and 60 people of the 100 people are feeling awesome and great and in love. That affects the other 40 people. That's, more than average, more than half. That's excellent. If 60 people are worrying, then the other 40 are also feeling that frequency, and we're bringing the whole collective frequency down. So again, every day, every moment, every action, every thought, every word that we speak has an effect. Everything is action-reaction. So, we may want to change the way we have been taught, don't worry, don't have concern. And when we're worried about personal stuff, like, ooh, I don't know if I'm gonna get that house, or like, ooh, I don't know if, my friend will forgive me, and you're worrying about that, and it's going on in your mind. What's happening once more? You're lowering your energy body, your frequency. But what you could do is you could send love to the situation and just say, whatever will be, whatever needs to happen, and trust your higher sources, trust universe, trust life, that, if the person forgives you, then that's great. And if the person doesn't forgive you, then trust higher sources that that's what needs to happen, and that'll be a lesson for you or for him. And just let go of needing to control everything and needing to know the outcome. It is going to be as it is. You can watch the weather news, but you know that the next day it's going to be sunny or rainy, and most of the time the weather news isn't on spot anyways. And when it's sun and rain, you're just going to have to deal with it at the spot. And all this extra energy that you're using in your mind space, your head space, your energetical space, you've been spending it in non-productive areas in your life, while you could have used that energy to, first of all, uplift yourself, other, and the global, and then use that frequency, that energy, to put that into your work, put that into your day, into the people around you. So this is my one little short video. I hope this gives a little bit of light. Also, one more thing. When we are worried about someone and that person is a sensitive person, as I am, for example, that person can feel other people worrying about them and feel that energy, and it'll bring them down even more. So for example, I feel all the people that are worried about me because I'm connected to, I'm connected to them on higher sources. I can feel that energy. And now what's going on with me, I'm fine. I'm going through my life and I'm great. And people are worried about me because usually when people are worried, they are projecting their own situation. Like, for example, I'll be really scared to do a driving test because I don't drive and I'm really worried, and the traffic's really bad in India. and now that person is projecting their situation onto that person and worried about that other person, but really worried about themselves if they were in that situation. Does that make sense? They're projecting themselves when that person is a total different person and has a total different aspect, a way of dealing stuff. And if that person seems to be sensitive, they can feel that person worrying about them, and they can feel that negative vibrational energy being sent to them, and that can be harmful. And they can sense it on a conscious or unconscious level. When people worry about me, it's funny because there is no concern. I'm going through my lessons of life with joy, and sometimes there are tears and sometimes there's not, but at the same time there's absolute gratitude and joy in all of these things. And then I feel these beautiful souls that love me, and they're just worried and concerned, and I'm like, wow, now I'm sending them love while I'm in my situation, trying to uplift their frequency, right? So now, because they were, trying to be loving and concerned, actually it's become more work for me to send them love, and this kind of thing. So yeah, I hope this video gives a bit of light into this matter. And much love to you all. Have a beautiful day, and thank you for tuning in. Bye. Mwah.